everybody, and welcome to the first YouTube video by yours truly, Morgan the Black Fairy. And if my name changes later on, then this intro will change. Okay, so today's story is going to be about how I found out that my ex-boyfriend was stealing my panties. For this YouTube channel, by the way, I will probably post like 1 or 2 videos. I'm going to try to do 2 every single week. So come on back if you like what you see. But anyways, getting into the story. So I dated this guy when I was like 15. Yes, it was very young. And on Wednesdays, he would always come over to my house because that was Bible study night and my parents were gone. So I normally don't really like to wear panties to begin with. But like when my cycle came, I would wear them. So I would go to Walmart and I normally would just buy 2 packs of panties if I grew out of them. So at the time, I only had 10 pairs of panties. And I noticed when I was doing laundry day one day that I only had 8 pairs of panties. And I was like, okay, somebody is taking my panties. And I knew it wasn't my mama because she got that badonkadonk. So I was like, it has to be my sister. So I went to my sister and I asked her hey, have you seen my panties anywhere? And she was like, no, I haven't gotten your panties. I don't fit them. So I'm like, maybe I just misplaced them. So, 2 weeks go by. All of a sudden, I only have 5 pair of panties. Now this is getting a little weird. And might I add, I was missing 2 bras because I didn't really like to wear bras anyways because I had little bitty bee-bites. And I didn't like wearing bras, but sometimes my mother insisted on it. So I went to Victoria's Secret and I only bought 4. And I only had 2 bras. I was like, this is weird. My panties are missing, my bras are missing. I know my mom and my sister doesn't have my bras because they're nowhere near my size. So I was like, So next week, I noticed this and I'm like, okay, well, I probably need to go to the store and get some next weekend. So here comes Monday, because this was Sunday when I had this revelation of I'm missing my shit. Monday comes and that's the day where we go over to his house. And he was like, hey, today, can you come over to my grandma's house? I'm staying with her for some time because I have a room there. She's old and I have to help her. And I was like, I didn't know you live with your grandma. And he was like, yeah, half the time I do. So we were in his room playing video games. He was forcing me to play Mortal Kombat. I didn't even like it. And I was like, I'm hungry. He said, okay, well, I'll go to McDonald's for us. So he left me in the house by myself. So I'm over there looking through his stuff because I don't know, I'm just curious anyways. And I get to his closet and I'm just looking around and my foot bumps something. So I look down at it and it is a shoebox and it has a heart on it. And me thinking that okay, he has a shoebox with a heart on it. It's most likely maybe our photos together or something. I don't know. Or maybe a present he was going to give me later. So of course I open it up and I open it to find all of my missing panties and my bras. And I'm just sitting there and of course I rummaged through it some more because I'm like, well, clearly if he got this, he probably got pieces of my hair, but he didn't. So I'm just over there pulling panty by panty out, and I'm just sitting here how long has this man been copping panties from me? And why? And they were not washed. Need I remind you, these were panties that I wore. He had to go through my dirty clothes and get these. So it had my discharge and everything. And I was like, well, why didn't the man, if he's going to take the panties and he sees that they're dirty, why didn't he at least wash them before putting them in the shoebox? So he wanted all the discharge, all the nasty, all the leftover crumbs that I had in it. And I'm over here just mortified. So I put the lid back on the box and I'm like, I'm just going to confront him about it in the nicest way. So I put it back in the closet and he comes back and he's like, well, you're looking so crazy. And I was like, I've been missing panties lately. And he was like, well, clothes get lost sometimes. And I'm like, so you think I'm a fool? So I was like, I think that somebody's been stealing them. And he was like, oh, maybe it's your sister. Y'all probably the same size. If he know good and goddamn well, my sister with her triple double D's do not look like these. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up coming to him and I was like, you know what, dude? I saw the box. And he was like, what box? And I said, the shoe box, and all the stuff in it. He was like, if it's a shoe box, it probably got shoes. Trying to play me for a fool. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool to you? And I was like, it's okay. You just need to come clean. And he was like, well, I just wanted pieces of you with me because sometimes you don't get to see me in the week. And so I get sad and lonely. And I'm like, baby, those panties ain't even washed. I saw the discharge flakes. What are you doing with them dirty drawers? You could have asked me for one of my sweatshirts or something. You could have wore those. And he was like, I actually have one of your sweatshirts. At this point, my mind is going a million miles and out. Like, I can't even talk right now because thinking back to it, I was just like mortified. I was like, you have my sweatshirt, you have 2 bras, and you have like 5 panties of mine. And he was like, I wear the sweatshirt sometimes. And he pulled it out, and it was my favorite like sweatshirt that I from my community college. And I was like, I've been looking for that. And he was like, I never washed it because I don't want the smell to go away. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. And so he was like, could you overlook this one time? Like, I'll give everything back. Just let me have one thing. And I was like, I guess I'll let you have the sweatshirt. So I let him have the sweatshirt. And even though we broken up to this day, I know he still has it because a cousin of mine told me last year she was riding around where he lives and he was outside doing like yard work. And she said that he was wearing the sweatshirt. And remind you, this was last year. I dated this boy when I was 15 and broke up with him when I was 15. So, I don't know what be going on with my snooky, but it be having them boys bent. But that's the story of my ex-boyfriend stealing my panties, my bras, and a sweatshirt. So, yeah, if you want more stories like this, then come on back and subscribe. That was a bad outro. Gonna change that, gonna fix that. Bye. Wait, what's the BBL wave? Anyways, yeah.